Good afternoon. I'm Albany Varner-Williams.
And I'm Sean Duncan, and welcome to the very first edition of the Kickoff.
We'll be taking a look in the UAB's football spring training regimen as they get ready for the 2017 football season.
Also, we'll be covering triumph, hard work, and dedication in our very first Hometown Heroes segment.
The sun's out, warm temperature is here to stay, and football teams are hyped up as they get ready for their spring football games. And this is a huge deal for the UAB Blazers as they come back from the tragic loss of their football program in late 2015.
The city of Birmingham is fired up right now as everyone is anxious for the start of the 2017 season. UAB is building a new facility to be the head of their football operations as well as the Legacy Pavilion. With a new training facility and a state-of-the-art practice field, the Blazers are amped to get back into shape as completion of the building is expected to be done by July 2017.
As a girl who knows her athletes, I know the guys are definitely amped up for this current season. Matter of fact, our team reporter Jawan caught up with the guys in the middle of their training the other day.
I'm Jawan Arnold, the field reporter. Today we're going to be taking a look into the UAB football team's workout. Let's see what they have in store for us today. Amazing and swole Coach Cook. How you doing, Coach Cook?
Doing good, thanks, buddy.
Man, we have a quick question. What are some of the workouts you guys are doing in here to get ready for the season coming up?
Well, we're excited. We just finished out spring ball, and we're 2 weeks out. Actually, had a good spring, good time, got some good things done, and we're actually in the GPP, what we call a general prep phase, where we're getting back to the basics, the building blocks to kind of get us ready for our actual strength and power block that we're going to go into in the summer months that's ahead.
That's awesome, Coach. Do you know how soon the first game will be, or another run around spring practice maybe?
Well, I tell you, we're excited. We are going to go into about 12 weeks of training in the summertime before we go into our actual fall camp that's coming up in August. And after we go into fall camp in August, as you know, we're preparing for our September the 3rd kickoff against Alabama A&M.
Against A&M, that's a great game. We're all going to be there. Another quick question. How will some of the things that you guys are working on actually show up on the field against A&M, teams like Florida and things like that?
Well, first and foremost, I'm extremely excited to work for Coach Bill Clark. He not only has scrum coaches working for him, but he is a guy who has a heart for strength and conditioning, and he knows what it takes to win. And 80% of what takes place in the football game starts right here in the weight room, and so we take it serious. It's very important, some of the lifts that we teach, and also make sure we have the proper movement patterns as we coach different exercises, and the conditioning and everything that goes into it, nutrition, rest, recovery, et cetera, et cetera. So we're excited about what we do. We love what we do. We're passionate about it. We have confidence in it, and we look forward to amazing results in the fall.
All right, thank you, Coach, man. Have a great season, guys.
As always, thank you, Juwan, for that very, very good segment, man.
Yes, that was very informative. Like, those guys are always constantly putting in so much work.
Albany, I did hear something about you. You had a great interview the other day.
Oh, yes, how did I forget about that? I definitely had a great interview. We caught up with Jalen Winston, Alabama native. Okay. He currently plays for Eastern Illinois University. Actually, let's just go ahead and cut to that because it was wonderful. Hey, Jalen, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing today?
I'm good, just really ready for the fall to come. I'm ready for football season. Speaking of football, how many years have you been playing football?
Since about middle school, I'd say about 6 or 7 years. I started playing basketball first. That was my first love, so. Yeah.
So why'd you make the transition from basketball to football?
There's a man by the name of Coach Wright up at Bestman Academy, not too far from UAB. He believed in me enough to tell me that he thought that it was time for me to make that transition. He thought that my money was in football, and he was right.
So I know you mentioned that, one of your biggest accomplishments was signing day, but looking towards the future, what would be the ultimate accomplishment for your life?
Having my name called in 2018 to 2019 NFL draft, that'll be the biggest accomplishment. First round to be specific.
Definitely got to be a big accomplishment for anybody. So is there anything else you'd like to share, any advice you might want to give to any aspiring athletes?
Just work hard. Nothing in life that you want is going to come easy. or nothing that's worth having is going to come easy. You have to work for it. That's the best advice I can give anybody on whatever they're trying to accomplish in life, not just in sports. It could be anything. You can want to be a doctor, a lawyer. You got to work hard at it.
Well, I want to thank you for meeting me today and letting me interview you, and we really appreciate it.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Man, that was a very, very good interview. I would like to thank Albany for bringing Jalen in. You know, he's a great dude, and we would always like to wish him the best in his future in football.
Oh, thank you, Sean. That was a great interview. He's a really, really great guy.
Okay, well, let me ask you a very important question, one that I've been meaning to get to.
I think I know what you're going to ask.
Okay, so, the season's coming up.
Yes,
a lot
it
of
is.
games on the schedule. What is the most anticipated game for you?
I'm a Southern girl, born and raised. I love the SEC. So I'm going to be honest here, and I'm going to say I'm hyped up for that UAB Blazers versus the Florida Gators game in November. Like, come on now. You can't beat that.
You're right, I can't, but I might have one better. So
Does he?
I'm going to pick the very first game of the season because it's in Birmingham. We haven't seen them play any real competition in 2 years, and it's against Alabama A&M. So it's good competition for a nice,
It is.
re-entry into football.
I can see that. Well, we really want to thank you guys for tuning into the very first episode of The Kickoff. Please tune in next time because we're going to keep track of UAB and many other exciting things in football. Have a great day.